is the day.
What, Wednesday?
9! Well, yeah, technically, but that's not what I meant. Today is the day that you join us on your first ever mountain rescue mission. You've been working so hard. I think you're ready to come and assist us in the field.
When you say assist, you mean,
Lead the mission, command the team, and save someone's life, right? One step at a time.
Okay, so, what do?
We wait.
Oh. Boring.
I will give you a very important job. One that is so easy it could be done by a monkey.
Sorry, what was that?
Nothing. Now, you see this light? It's our emergency light. When it flashes, it means someone is in trouble and we have to go to save them.
Simple.
Exactly. Just stay alert. No daydreaming.
Got it.
Wow! You are the best mountain ranger I have ever known. You are brilliant. How did you do it?
It was easy. I just jumped over 4 rocks, abseiled down a sheer drop, performed emergency CPR, and then carried the man above my head for 12 miles before returning him to his family.
Michael, step out of it. You're daydreaming.
What?
The light's going off. How long has it been going? Why didn't you tell us? This is important. Being late could be the difference between life and death.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Quick, let's go.
9. This time, you cannot come with us. If I cannot trust you with the emergency light, I cannot trust you in the field. See you later.
Oh gosh. Oh, I hope the person's okay. Oh, what happened? What did I do? I'm so nervous. What if they don't make it? It's all my fault. It'll be all my fault if they die. What have I done? Oh, I feel sick. Wait, no. Pause. Look to the Bible. When you're feeling like this, you should turn to God. Let's see what happened to Gideon. See if that helps me feel any better about what I've done. Budget Bible bits. That night, the Lord said to Gideon,
Take the second bull from your father's herd, the one that is 7 years old. Put down your father's altar to Baal and cut down the Asherah pole standing beside it. Then build an altar to the Lord your God here on the hilltop sanctuary, laying the stones carefully, sacrificing the bull as a burnt offering on the altar, using as fuel the wood of the Asherah pole you cut down.
So Gideon took 10 of his servants and did as the Lord had commanded. But he did it at night because he was afraid of the other members of his father's household and the people of the town.
3, 2, 1.
Early the next morning, as the people of the town began to stir, someone discovered that the altar of Baal had been broken down and that the Asherah pole beside it had been cut down. In their place, a new altar had been built, and on it were the remains of the bull that had been sacrificed. Steak pie. The people said to each other,
Who did this?
and after asking around and making a careful search,
Was it you?
they learned that it was Gideon, the son of Joash.
No, bring out your son.
The men of the town demanded of Joash.
Son? He must die for destroying the altar of Baal and for cutting down the Asherah pole.
But Joash shouted to the mob that confronted him.
Why are you defending Baal? Will you argue his case? Whoever pleads his case will be put to death by morning. If Baal truly is a god, let him defend himself and destroy the one who broke down his altar.
From then on, Gideon was called Jerub-Baal, which means let Baal defend himself, because he broke down Baal's altar.
Oh, right. I like my old name. Never mind.
What's that all about? I'm going to do some research. I'll let you guys know what I find out.
3 hours later.
Oh, hello, Michael, we're back.
Did they survive?
Oh, yeah, we saved her. It was a woman who had broken her ankle while skiing and got stuck on the edge of a cliff. We got her out and to a hospital where they're giving her a cast to fix the broken bone, so all good.
Oh, phew. Martin, I'm so sorry I let you down. I'm sorry, I didn't see the light going off.
I forgive you. What happened? Why didn't you notice it?
Well, it's a bit embarrassing, really. I think I made a bit of an idol.
What, you were busy making a statue?
No. An idol is something that we worship instead of God, which back in Gideon's day was a false god called Baal.
I do not know many people who worship statues of false gods.
Yes, we probably don't worship statues, but we can end up putting other things before God, like sports. Maybe you love a football player, or maybe a particular pop star that you want to copy everything that they do. Or maybe you want desperately to be popular or to be the best in school.
So what was your idol that prevented you from seeing the light?
I ended up making my achievements an idol. I was so desperate to be the best mountain ranger that it's all I was thinking about. I let that get in the way, and so I daydreamed rather than seeing the light flashing. And, that's usually the thing I most end up making idle in my life. I think too much about how many views these videos are going to get or how successful am I going to be. But that doesn't really matter. What really matters is how close I am with God.
So, how do you change that?
Like Gideon did. We have to tear down our altars, the things that we put above God.
Oh, no matter how frightened you are, like Gideon was when he was tearing down his dad's in the middle of the night.
Sometimes that means giving up certain things, and sometimes it just means putting God first. I've had to do both in the past. I remember in the middle of lockdown when I was so stressed about making these videos as good as possible so they get lots of views, and I realised that they'd taken over a little bit. God told me to spend time with him before I even started making the videos. That's back when the videos were about half an hour long. I complained, of course. I won't have enough time to do them, God. How am I going to get it all edited and do a great job of it before it has to be uploaded? But I realised that it was the best way to tear down that altar was to put God first. He still lets me make these videos. He likes it that I do them, but now I make sure I'm making them for him first. Not for me or my success or how many views they get. It's all about him and through what he's telling me to do, which is to reach you guys.
Amazing! Tell me about when you had to tear down an altar.
Well, I really wanted to be a radio presenter when I got out of uni. I'd already had a bit of success. I went for a visit to Radio 1 and toured their offices and the studios and stuff like that. And I'd also been given a couple of shows presenting on a station called Fun Kids Radio in London. And I had to make a decision about what to do next in my life. I could move to London and try and make this whole radio thing work, or I could stay here in Bournemouth and get stuck into church even more. And so I chose to give up radio, which would have been me being successful, potentially being a superstar radio DJ. And I chose instead to follow God. I knocked down my altar, and that led to me becoming a kids pastor.
Oh, cool!
I know, right? Hey, Martin, the light's flashing.
Yeah, good spot. We've got to go. Why don't you come with us this time?
You really mean it? I can come too?
Oh, yeah.
Yay!